objective admin has been successfully added. Now, if we go back to our function file, we can continue. Hey guys, what's going on? Samstep here. Welcome back to another video on the channel, guys. Today we are going to be doing an admin commands on the server, on the command server, and we're gonna have some freeze. We're gonna have a freeze player and a clear chat and an announcement plugin. So this is what it's gonna look like. So you do command, and then this menu pops up here. And then you go freeze, you can do freeze, you can do clear chat, you can announce. This announcement is working currently right now. I'll run through how this is gonna work in a minute. But as you guys know, last episode we converted our command area down here. As you can see, I removed all of this. This stuff is stuff I'm experimenting with for future episodes, so ignore this for now. This is just experimentation, but all the modules we have down here are now converted into functions. If you need some help on that, go check out yesterday's video, and I will guide you through that. And yeah, right now we're just gonna go through this, and yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pop onto my desktop, open the function file and everything we need. So back up your world, save your world, don't close your server. You don't need to shut down your server anymore, so if your players are online, you can just leave it up. And yeah, so let's go ahead and go to the function file. Okay, so here is our current function file that we have right now. And as you can see, we have everything from last episode. We have our welcome message, we have our forever join, we have our new player welcome message, and we have our one sleep system. So right now we're gonna go ahead and add the admin tool itself that will open the little chat GUI that I showed you in the beginning. So I'm just gonna title this the admin tool, because I call it the admin tool because it's vanilla admin tools. So vanilla admin tools, and I'm gonna make everything the same. There we go. And what we're gonna do to get this started is we're actually gonna allow only the staff members to access this, and we're gonna go ahead and we need to actually create an objective on the server. So I'm just gonna pop back to the server here for a quick bit, and we're gonna do scoreboard objectives add, and then whatever you want to call it. So if you want to call it admin, or you want to call it moderation, or I would keep it something short and simple. So I'm just gonna call it admin, and then add a trigger after that that will allow users to access it who are not ops, so you don't have to opt everyone. So if you have an admin on or staff member on your server, you don't want to opt them, you can this is the best way to do it. So a new objective admin has been successfully added. Now if we go back to the function file, we can continue what we were doing, and we'll refer to our objective admin as what we're going to call everything by. So if you didn't understand much of that, that's okay, but I'll try to explain it as we go. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to allow only the admins to access this command. And if you're wondering, the command is actually not /admin. No command. It's trigger admin set1. That's why we set it as the objective type trigger. That will allow us to do trigger admin set1, and the set1 will just set the score of the person running it on the admin objective to 1. So and that's going to allow us to do many things over here on the function file. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoreboard players enable at a tag equals staff. So what I've done is I've given everyone on my server a tag of staff who I want it, and you can do that with the command scoreboard players tag username add, and then the tag which we're calling staff. You can call it whatever you want, but just remember I'm using staff here. So staff and then space admin, which is going to enable the admin trigger objective. And now we're gonna include the tell raw message. So actually I'm just gonna go over here and just copy it from here. Now what I want you to do is, if you're copying it from the Minecraft JSON generator, you should don't copy the @p, don't copy the selector, just copy everything before that. And there we go, copy, and then paste, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna add @a tag equals staff, so that only staff see it, and then the score underscore admin underscore min of 1. Now that's going to make it so that if a staff member who's ops sets a score for a non-staff member of admin to 1 so they can access the panel, it will only show it to the staff member, so it wouldn't actually work for someone who's not a staff member. And yeah, so I'm going to actually show you how you can customize this on your own right here. The tell raw message. It's going to be a Minecraft JSON Minecraft JSON. We're gonna use a Minecraft JSON website, and what they have a nice little feature called export. So as you can see, it's right here. We have everything we need, and I'm just gonna. There we go. So we have everything we need here, and I will put a link in the description where you can get a little string, as they call it. You can import a string, and then you just paste it in here, and then it will bring you this. Now the /ends here, those are just to create new lines. So as you notice, after the dashes here, we have a next line, and then freeze, and then clear chat starts. That's what the /ends do. And you can customize this however you want. You can add more if you have any more. But basically how this works is, if I go into one of them, which is freeze, I just have it run a command when you click the event to set another trigger of freeze to a number. And that's pretty much how it works. You can obviously do the freeze, clear chat, and all by commands, but I've put everything into a simple GUI, chat GUI, so it's easy for your staff members to access them. So you can, let's see, I don't think I need to customize anything in here. I've pretty much done everything. Now the thing with the announce is, the only way that I've made the announce work is it's a tell raw message. Now with the tell raw, it just suggests the command. So what I mean by suggest is, it just, when you click on it in your chat, it will automatically put it in your chat bar. So you can just edit this text field here, type what you need in, and then it will automatically send it. There's no actual way to do a /trigger for this, because there's no way to get a player text input yet in Minecraft that I've found. I mean, this is the best way I found to do it, and it's pretty simple to use too. But however, this only works for opt players, so maybe this will only work for trust. Maybe you can only give this to trusted people on your server. And yeah, so that's pretty much that covered. And this will be in the description for you to edit. You can rename it to whatever you want. I've just called it vAdmin Tools because I like it, and I made it a little fancy here. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the function file, and let's continue working on this here. Alright, so back in the function file, and there we go, moved over. Now we have this set up. Now the only problem we have is it's giving it to score admin min of 1. So what this will actually do is it'll just spam the user endlessly, and we don't want that to happen. So we just need to make a quick little reset command on the next line. So we're just gonna go to the next line. Come on, please. There we go. And then next line. Oh, that didn't work as I wanted. No. Alright. I'm just gonna. There we go. There we go. So now we're on our next line, and now we want to type in scoreboard players set at a score underscore admin minimum of 1 admin 0. So what this is going to do is, as soon as their score is 1, it's going to set it to 0, so it'll only run this once. Let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to save it. It's already saved. And then I'm just going to upload it to the FTP server. Or actually not the FTP server. I just need to save it and reload. So it's saved. It's already there. Now let's go ahead and go back to Minecraft /reload. Oh dear. Oh, I messed up here. I put an equal sign. That needs to be an underscore. Alright, now let's save, reload, and there we go. Let's get rid of the rain too. Alright, so now if I do trigger admin set 1, there we go. There it is. None of this is going to work now because we haven't set it up yet. Only the announce will work. But we're going to set up and freeze and clear chat right now. Alright, so to set up freeze and clear chat, I'm going to go ahead and do freeze first actually. So we're just going to call this little thing freeze. Going to make a little comment. There we go, there's our comment. And now we're going to go ahead and add our freeze. So the other way that this works is it just gives the player slowness and blindness. So I'm just going to walk you through our first two commands, which is executing on a staff member, which their score freeze is 10, only 10. And it's affecting the player who's not staff in a radius of 2. So the way that this works is the staff member goes up to the player that they want to freeze, and they run this command. They click on the freeze message in the vAdmin Tools GUI, and then it will freeze the player within the 2 blocks. You can obviously increase this to 3 blocks, but I've left it on 2 for now. And yeah, and then now the next 2 commands is gonna send a message to the entire server telling who froze who. And so this next command here, same exact thing. It's gonna tell the entire server who froze who, and like who was frozen and who were they frozen by. That's all it's gonna do. And then the next command after that, it's gonna reset the freeze score. So this doesn't endlessly spam. And then the next command after that is just gonna enable the freeze trigger objective for the staff members only. Now I forgot to add, let's just go ahead and add all our trigger objectives here. I forgot to do that. So we're just gonna do scoreboard objectives add, freeze trigger, scoreboard objectives add, and then we need to do, I think it's chat clear trigger like that. There we go. Alright, so the final one that we have is the chat clear, and I've gone ahead and put in the comment and the enable command already. And we've already set up the objective. I've called it chat clear with that specific caps. Caps do matter, and if you need to change it, you can. Make sure you change the objective too. So what we're gonna do is already enabled. Let's go ahead and add the command that actually clears the chat. Now the way that this works is I'm gonna go ahead and go back here. So here we have, as you noticed, I have these /ns here, and they create new lines. So if they create new lines, technically what we can do is just take a bunch of them and have Minecraft create a bunch of blank new lines and essentially clear the chat to, quote, get rid of it so you can't see it. So this is how I clear the chat, and it tends to work pretty well, and I have it so that it tells at the end who cleared the chat. And yeah, so I like it. So we're gonna go ahead and insert our first command here, which is the one that actually does all the work. So there it is. So you can see the bunch of /ns right there. All it does is it tells who has the score of chat clear of 1, and then it sends a bunch of them, and then at the end it says who ran the command. Now the next command we have here is the one that just resets it. So this is just 3 commands. It's all it took. It's pretty simple. There it is. And this will all be in the description for you guys to check out. And yeah. And in the future we might have a generator to what's it called, a generator, so you can set up your own easily, and I'll have it in a nice order where you can enter your objectives and all that cool stuff. But for now, just in a little paste bin below probably. So I think I covered everything. Let's go ahead and test our chat clear and our, what else do we have in here? I feel like there was more. Nope. Let's go ahead and test out our chat clear, and I'll show you the announcement. Okay, so to test out our clear command, what I've done is I created a bunch of spam in the chat, and we're gonna do trigger admin set 1 to get to our GUI. We're gonna click clear chat, and there it goes. It has cleared the chat, and it said you cleared the chat. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little clip of how the how our freeze system works. It's not foolproof, but I'll explain more when you see it. So here it is. Alright guys, so I have a test subject over here, Patrick Titanic. We are currently on an SMP that I host, and if you want to join, you can. Follow a link in the description. So, after that little plug, we're going to go ahead and test out the freeze system. The freeze system and all these modules that I covered today are actually on the server, fully functional. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this. We're going to trigger admin set 1. Then we're going to do freeze, and then he is frozen. Yes. And as you can see, he can still kind of jump and move, but it does hold them in place a little bit longer and they cannot see. So it does slow them down a little bit, but as it is not foolproof, it's not that great. There are other alternatives, but I haven't experimented with them. So this is a temporary solution, but if I find a better way, I will let you know, definitely. But yeah, so there's this solution, and to unfreeze them, all you do is you just do effect, and the player name, then clear. And then, oh, okay, and then you're set. So, that's it. Alright guys, so now let's go ahead and test out the announcement, which is one thing we can do in this world. And we're gonna go ahead and click announce, and then there's the text field right there. We're gonna replace it with, hey guys, the episode is close to ending. Leave a like. Oh, I forgot. Okay, this version that I have does not have a slash in front, and I already fixed that, so don't worry about that. So there we go. There it is. Hey guys, the episode here. Let me just hey guys, the episode is close to ending. Leave a like, and there it is, and it tells my name. It has a nice little arrow, and there is the announcement right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And as the announcement says, this episode is about to end. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you do need command help, check out the description. I've written a little thing and how to submit feedback. Also join my Discord server, discord.io/Samstep, to ask for additional help and more personalized based help. And also, if you want to join that SMP, link in description too. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And for now, goodbye.